Fly me to the moon. Hi Azrael, glad to have you here. How are you playing this game? I'm Marika, yeah. Hi. There we go. Let's just... get into everything. Let's go. So what do you have here? Okay, this one. So this thing is going to be from 9th till 15th. Let me assess it. I'm going to actually post it on the Discord server. But yeah. If you if you feel like, go ahead. Alrighty. So what we are going to do, I was thinking about sketching, so I was thinking about maybe continuing this thing, or drawing something similar, or maybe this thing. I'm just going full way and sketching out the better version of this guy. I still want to... Sorry, don't have a Discord for now. It's okay. Thank you for the hearts in the chat. Thank you. But yeah. Here we are. We push through, we do things. Meow. Hey Zega, got to have you here. How are you? Hope Brian has been. So yeah, there's a bunch of other things that I can also do today for sketching. I was thinking about doing a quick sketch of this one. Yeah, too. So I was thinking about doing a better sketch of this one. A better sketch of Mute. Because I think that Hobbits might... Like, we need to figure out how Hobbits are going to look like. Hi Lulu, glad to have you here. How are you playing this game? So yeah, the thing is that I really need to figure out how the Hobbits are going to look like. This sword hand looks bigger. Yeah, that's another problem. That's actually one of those troubles that I have. I have a bunch of issues with this version, that's why I really want to draw a new one, a better one. So that's the one. Hi Kimo, good to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. Can hear stream right now, but hi, can you DM me after stream? I wanna talk. Also nice drawing. I need to catch up on your streams. No, it's okay Kimo. Sure. And this looks good. Kinda. But I really like how the head goes. I'm in a car and didn't bring my earbuds. It's alright. It's okay. So... like the stream. Let's go. Hands, yeah, it's... I can get over how badass this guy looks. I really like the way, because I really like the design of his, but I think that the... for your... yeah. But the thing is that hobbits... I don't know how hobbits should look like in this universe, and this is something that should be considered. Of course, all hobbits kind of look the same over things, right? Like furry feet, walking barefoot, from side to side kind of goes, right? The thing is that I really want to make him still looking badass, because this is like more or less the idea behind the entire team, along with the... what he says, because the car is louder than my thoughts. These... Where's the brand new shirt you promised to wear in next stream? Did I promise a brand new shirt next stream? It's easier if you settle first where the race is coming from. Yeah. I kinda want to make everything myself. Like, for example, this one is like, you know, okay. Like, a lot of those are very, like, similar to each other, right? Humans, elves, like, often hobbits are close to elves, dwarf version of elf. Yeah. Kinda, that's why I gave him the ears, right? That's why he got the ears here. I've been hot, he doesn't need a shirt now. It's summer, I'm sleeping at 12 AM and waking up at 1 PM. Oh, damn it. Real, yeah, true. So I miss streams. It's okay, Kimo, it's okay. Sleep is important. So things I want to change, like, I want to keep the black eyes. I want to keep pointy ears, goblin-like ears, kinda. I want to keep short versions, like shorter than humans. But I think I want to change the feet. Pirate sword. Yeah, kinda. I want to stay with the sword and the flintlock. I want that defeats the purpose. The what? Hi, Aspen, got over here. How are you hoping has gained? It was a fencing sword. It is fencing sword. It is. Congrats, getting 500 plus. Thank you, Kimo. Thank you. Pirate now. Yeah, meow. A meow meow. So yeah, I don't know how to go about it. Your handwriting is so elegant. Thank you, E. When I was younger, I was learning copper plate. There we go. And generally calligraphy just for fun. Why? How you want to change the feet? So I want to make them for sure smaller. Maybe I could keep them walking barefoot. And maybe I could keep the fact that they are like furry feet, but I just want to make them smaller because the general idea behind the hobbits is that they have like huge ass on. Oh, the freaking copper plates screw up and can never fix. Yeah. I like the stream because I still see one like a. Hi Pavola, glad to be here. How are you? How's it going? Since this is the first incident, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? How are we doing? So yeah, smaller feet for sure. Keeping them furry. I want to give him like medium-sized feet. What we're drawing here? Just some sketching. I want to make a character that is going to be a hobbit, but it's for my artistic universe. So generally, a lot of stuff is like my creation, like more or less an entire universe that I can do stuff in. Must be the feet, kinda. Yeah. Use emptied cream tubs for copper plates, though. Bro. Imagine. So I want to give him also like huge hands. Like I want to give hobbits like huge hands. So black eyes, pointy ears. I can't read cursive very well. I saw Connor hate. Check mark if I'm correct. Dang. No, it ain't. Hi Muto, good to be here. How are you? Hope it has game. Black eyes, pointy ears. Drawing so satisfying. Good to hear that. Fencing sword plus flintlock. And good, how are you doing? Doing alright, just chilling. Hi cowboy, glad to be here. How are you? Hope how's going? Hi Smash, bye, bro. Good. Bruh. Black eyes, pointy ears, flintlock, fencing sword. How many of these do you have? Fancy writing, thank you. So it depends. I can read cursive that well, neither lol. Damn. So basically for now, big blue eyes, pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tell me the name, Newt. It's Newt. Like that lizard. Was Connor, correct? Huh? Connor? It's Newt. The character is called Newt. So we have 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. That's the character number 12. I like the name Newt. E. My cat's name is Newt. Let's go. So I have 11 characters for my artistic universe. Plus I have a bunch of characters for my manga and some other characters for other universes. So Isaac Newton, is that you, bruh? Medium feet plus fur. Medium hands plus fur. Messy hair. Okay, so that's more or less how I see them. So like medium like medium hands, medium-sized hands. Let's say quite bigger hands. His hobby. Make him red hair. Yes, I want to make him ginger. Why not? It's interesting, not gonna lie. Ginger, yes. My heart. My heart, what happened? What do you mean, what happened? You'd got eaten up, bruh, imagine. Also, eating someone off sounds like it's a new slang for... I looked away for a second and that's why I panicked, bruh. Drugs mode activate. No. What do you mean, no? So I gotta go, I have an exam tomorrow. It's okay, Azriel, it's okay, take care, bye bye. Good luck on your exam. Kinda random, but I'm really happy you're streaming today because I'm kinda sad and your stream always makes me feel better. So good to hear that, Aspen, so good to hear that. Hi Jack, Katav here, how are you? Hope your has going? Since this is the first incident, so hope you find a comfy corner here, how are you? Hi, hi. His streams are fire. Let's go. Or also, there's this specific smell that there is right before the rain. Yuck. Actually, like right before the thunderstorm. So there's going to be thunderstorm in the night for sure. Tomorrow going to work, so I hope it's not going to be raining. Actually. And I came back to my older project of a book. The detectivistic one, and started working on the on some other projects. We're about to get to our destination, which means I gotta get off. Don't forget to DM me, lol. It's okay, I will. Bye, I try to be up for an extreme wall. Bye. Devi, what's up? What's up, Muto? I really like when my name is getting shortened to Devi. I don't know why, I like it. You didn't read our messages? It's nice to... Is it nice? Let's pronounce it with a French accent in my head. Devi? Kinda looks younger this time. Yeah, because they supposed to be like young lone wolves. Like this is what the team's supposed to be. It's called Team Freebird, like that epic solo. It's nice finish all drawing. Hey, that's nice, that's nice. I really like those. Do you have any trolls on the roster? No, we don't. We don't have any trolls actually on the roster. That's that. Really sorry for that. Twitch chat, really sorry for that. I mispronounce it with a French accent in my head. Yeah. Kinda same. Devi. 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 And this is, yeah, now you have to make up for it. Oh, sorry. Right. Actually, I've got a plan for the other channel. And we have the high ground now. We have the high ground, bruh. Actually, so here's the thing. I want to make that second channel on YouTube, right? Because on Twitch I can do whatever, like it's not necessary. On Twitch I can stream whatever I want. The problem is with YouTube, because YouTube is like restricting your channel to one certain type of content and you need to make like a second channel, for example, to do other things. So for me to make streaming of games or generally like game content, I have to make a second channel. So I need to have like 2 different channels. And actually, I have a plan for it. Hear me out. On Saturdays, because I'm most likely going to settle my routine this week, like everything is going to be alright now. So on Saturdays I want to start making streams where I have time off on this channel. I want to make the streaming, on Saturdays I want to make streams of games. And after the stream, I want to actually cut those streams into episodes, so those who would miss the gaming streams are going to have the episodes directly posted throughout the week. That's more or less the idea. At least. But yeah, it's so bizarre that YouTube is restricting people's channels and forcing them to make other channels just to do something else. But on the other hand, like for example, you have people who are streaming only and doing content only on Twitch, and then they are just posting stuff on their channels as in a form of a VOD. And surprisingly, VODs have their own kind of thing. They have their own kind of idea. So basically, if I would start calling every single stream as a VOD, right, it would actually be thrown into VOD category, and it would be, and I could generally just be able to do whatever, because it's going to be in a VOD category. But the problem is that it's going to be in the VOD category, which is going to be a different niche. So it's really weird. making YouTube is stupidly complicated. Like it actually is. I wouldn't expect from myself to actually say it, but it's just stupidly complicated. I feel like it shouldn't be complicated that much. Actually, back in the days, people could do like whatever they wanted, and in the end, they were just, you know, you would think, yeah. Well, I mean, but to be fair, I think it changed over time, because back in the days, I remember people doing like a bunch of different content. They are doing art, playing games at the same time, or there are people who are talking about books and playing games. Like they were doing like different stuff they wanted to. But in the end, they had to settle with one thing, because you could notice that the moment where those changes in YouTube started to get in, their statistics started dropping down. So literally, it was going to the point where they were getting shadow banned, because YouTube actually can shadow ban your channel. You can still post, you can still stream, you can still do content, but YouTube actually is going to hide it away. Like no one is going to see it. Even your subscribers are not going to receive the information about your channel. Like straight up. And it happened to my channel at certain point, because like it got with my channel, it got to the point where actually my subscribers were not receiving any notifications about new uploads or anything like this, and they were saying they were not seeing my streams for a couple weeks in a row. Even though I was streaming every single day, they haven't seen any stream for several weeks, even though I was streaming every single day during that period of time. So that's actually what YouTube can do with your channel. Even your subscribers are not going to see the content you're doing, and that's the worst possible thing that YouTube could do. Because like, why? Like, okay, I can play games and draw. People who are interested in drawing, they are going to watch drawing. People who are interested in games, they are going to watch games. But why YouTube is cutting off you from being able to create something? I don't know. Like, it's the worst possible thing that YouTube possibly could come up with. Besides like enforcing the freaking enforcing ads. And we are talking about advertisements that are not advertisers friendly. Like, let's say that, because they are saying like they've literally banned people from saying curse words, like every single curse word. Like they've banned people from saying fuck, they've banned people from saying like other things, and literally during the same changes, they've literally allowed advertisers posting ads for corn sites or some other sites that are not kids friendly or family friendly, and they just decided to ignore that fact that they've allowed for it, which is crypto scams. Yeah, those two. I mean, to be fair, I've read that the guy who runs YouTube now, this dude, actually he was partaking in some crypto scams himself. So I'm not shocked that this kind of stuff was actually being advertised. It's a rumor that I've heard from some random people. Just to say it on the contrary. But yeah, YouTube being YouTube, right? YouTube has problems, yeah, exactly. But yeah, Lulu-chan, actually I've made him look, you know, better. I think making him looking younger was one of the better decisions, because like again, the main concept behind this kind of behind this team is that they're supposed to be like young wolves, young lone wolves, because they like every single one of the three was like banished from their communities, right? The lizard man was banned from his village. Newt is going to be banished from his village. Like they are just going to be like gathered up rejects from their communities, and they just decided to, you know, group of misfits. Yes, exactly, group of misfits. But it's not like they are going to be walking around and causing ruckus or being some kind of bandits or anything like this. They are just normal people, but from one thing to another, they just going to have the backstory where they've been pushed away by their communities, by their villages. That's the general idea of them. So yeah, a group of misfits being a group of misfits, right? I imagine they want to prove their worth, kinda, yeah. Bye bye Aspen, bye bye, hope you feel better already, and feel free to step by whenever you feel like. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Well, yeah. So we have a group of misfits, we have a group of like traveling troupe of actually like traveling thieves that you can commission. We have just a group of adventurers. Devi, thank you. What do you mean thank you? What are you thanking me for? Yo, that one is so cool. That you've sent. I really like it. I really like turtlenecks, generally. I really like the design. Probably if I would have to give Davis like an outfit, then like one of the outfits would be like, I'm restarting a joint. It's good to do that every now and then, just remember to do it in a healthy manner. How is the rat tail looking? I think I should like just make it like this instead of anything else. The Padawan Strania, Tung 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 Sahur. No! Hi Green Sub, got to hear how your brain has going. I think this is the first incident, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? How did it get through? I don't know. I have no idea. But you've been positive about restarting, enjoying, being happy and motivated. It's a normal thing. Like, actually, under several paintings, they were fine because, like, there is a technology, or there is a technology that by using ultrasounds you can see what's underneath the paintings, right? Just so people could understand how they were exactly working, like how the old masters were painting back in the days, and they were finding many different artworks underneath. Like, you have no idea how many paintings were overpainted over and over and over again by masters. It's absolutely normal thing to just sit down and redo. Like, it's good to be happy for what you are drawing, but every now and then it's like, it's not exactly what I envisioned. I think I could do better on this, and you're starting to spot more and more things. And yeah, like, for example, like me, like I've done the list of changes I wanted to do or keep, and I'm just going with that list, and that's that. But you being positive. Oh, I read it. Yeah, yep. It's very important. After all, show me. Mm. Yeah, you know what you can use as a reference? I can send you a reference. Because it kind of reminds me of something. There. For example, right? Or just generally look into that character because this character changes the dresses. But yeah, generally for those, just so everyone would know, it's the or actually, I don't know if I should talk about. You can show it. It's generally about a dress, and the dress really reminds me of the style of dresses that the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland was wearing. So basically, you know, I've just sent the character. I think she was called Red Queen, right? Or was she Queen of Heart? Something like this. What's up? Zega said the same. Bro. Imagine. We're looking about the Claire Zega. Hi Mikami, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything's going. I think this is the first time I so hope you find the comfy corner here. How are you? How are we doing? Welcome. And good, thanks. Got to hear that. Say, do you like drawing? Sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions. That's a nice sketch. Thank you. Do you like food? Yeah, I drew on paper though. It's okay. Artists are art, no matter if you are doing digitally or traditionally. I've been a traditional artist for a long time. I kinda still am, to be fair, but I'm drawing a lot on computer right now because it's just cheaper in sustainment. To be fair, I've calculated, and at this point I've saved up so much cash. Just even though I've been buying like a lot of graphic tablets, like I've got like several tablets over the course of years, and now I've got like a second display tablet. But despite that, I've still saved like a crap load of cash. Personally, I'm drawing a lot, hence why at times it's actually better to stay traditional. It's probably more sustainable than traditional. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of prices in traditional art mediums actually rise a lot. For one, because a lot of people started to use more and more artists started to shift towards digital media, and also a lot of people who are doing those like acrylic paint pouring, which I hate, actually had an influence on the prices in the media. So basically all those, you know, people who are just pouring paint are raising the prices of the paint because more and more people are buying it. So you know, more people are buying it, they're raising the prices higher, right? That's the thing. Or something, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be the other way around. If a lot of people are buying it, they should drop the prices, but if I remember correctly, but yeah. Yeah, capitalism, kinda, yeah. sorry. But yeah, the general idea for now is to sketch out the character, you know, redo some stuff. I'm actually happy with how I'm making her right now, so I guess I'm going to keep at it. I'm still kind of developing my own art style, to be fair, like even though I've already settled with how my art style is supposed to look like. But I still want my art style to be, you know, of a certain degree, kinda. I actually want to give him longer hair. Link vibes so far, kinda. The Link was built upon the forest elf, right? And actually hobbits are like dwarf version of the forest elf in media. So the Link vibes are going to be strong for a while. It's a good design. Yeah, it is. It actually is. Yeah, no, I want this because I want to have like buckles kind of on front, like two buckles like that. I think he is looking better already. Yeah, same. He just looks more towards the design I wanted in the first place. The previous one, I don't know what happened, you know, during the way. During the sketching. Like, so there was a moment where everything kind of dropped. But on the other hand, I think like I need to change that part. Like I need to draw rest of his body. It's an off day, kinda, yeah. Actually, yeah, it was. It was one of those days. Also, along with my mom, we can't wait for the new movie from the Warren's universe. We really like horrors, actually. Yesterday I didn't watch horrors with her. Today we are going to continue. Okay, and the pelvis. Actually, he actually looks here like a killer, rather like an assassin rather than anything else. The silent one, yeah. Hey, hi wise girl, glad to hear how your plan is going. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Okay. The belt has to go higher, like this. But yeah, he looks more like an assassin than melee ranger, but whatever. I prefer this way. Actually, melee ranger still kind of looks very similar. I've seen references look with this kind of outfit, so. Hi, UBTL, glad to have it here. How are you? Hope it has anything. This is the first thing, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? Reminder for you all folks, you can actually talk with me about random topics too, so if you want to talk about something, like any book you've read recently, or any series you are watching, or artwork you are making, or anything else really, I'm really up to the talk, so you can be random for sure during my streams. We don't have to limit ourselves to whatever is happening on the stream. What are you drawing? I'm an OC, original character for my artistic universe. His name is Newt. He's a Hobbit melee ranger. The new topology for torso, which is kinda better than every tutorial I've seen so far, so happy. Glad to hear that. glad to hear that. I'd love to see the new topology, by the way, because I'm still going to struggle with 3D a little bit. Hi B-Beams, got over here, how are you? Hope everyone has going. I think this is the first nice round, so hope you find the coffee corner here. How are you? Hogging cat, let's go. Hi XC, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everyone has going. I think this is the first nice round, so hope you can find a coffee corner here. How are you? Oh man, I'm starting to stutter. Ain't good for me, ain't good. Hey, that topology is actually looking good. God damn. Okay. Welcome new people. I don't know what you said, but I heard your word. How are you? So I'm answer. I'm good. I'm good. Now, how about you? I'm doing fine, I've actually was trying to, you know, welcome you and say that since it's the first time around, so then I hope you will find a comfy corner here. Cheese, let's go. Let's go. Actually, we'll see. Tomorrow we might have a guest for an hour. Hopefully for longer. During the stream, we're going to do some random stuff, just doing a general hangout and talk and stuff. I'm wondering, what program do you use? Clip Studio Paint 4.0 EX version. Mr. Guest or Izu? Who's the guest? I guess I can say it's Jotnix 4.0. Yes, the newest one. I've actually upgraded it just like a week after they released the new version. I only have 3.0. I mean, it's not really that different from 3.0, besides the possibility to actually do some who they are. Joknix is a friend of mine from back in the day. So actually you can do a puppet rap like this. And you can actually move around and deform points, you know. Generally how you please. That's like the biggest thing. I didn't expect your model to be shirtless, lol. Got scared for a second. Oh, CSP got mesh deform. Yeah. That's one of the features. I didn't expect, but yeah. Also, don't worry. And yes, I have pants. Lies, bro. I'm never beating the allegations. He puts it on when he shows, bruh. Imagine. So I'm gonna ask a random question. Would you care to answer? Yes, like this is one of the aspects, of course. Feel free to ask anything. If it's pretty cool art, we should go to more attention as a live 2D rigger artist. Actually, yeah, I can. I can for sure go with like designing the model. I'm not really good with like 2D rigging, but I can make like designs, you know, those on front designs. I don't know if I'll be able to cut it, because actually my model is not live 2D. It's a 3D model made in Vroid Studio. I've actually hand drawn the textures, and I've had several people thinking that I've actually got like live 2D or something, so I'm really happy with the effect. But I want to do a new one. So top 5 Ghibli films go: Mononoke Hime, Spirited Away. What was My Neighbor Totoro? Was it the proper one? I think. Yeah, Totoro. Yeah. Two more: Kiki Delivery and Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle actually would be my top 1. Then Mononoke Hime. Nice choice, solid choice. I really like those movies. I'm really fascinated, by the way, with Ghibli films. Like, they are doing a really good job. And I'm really standing behind Sin Paprika. No, I didn't. I might check it out, because again, I really like it. I love Howls. Same. Howl's Moving Castle was the bomb, and still is. To be fair, very few anime right now is really good. Like, I've noticed a pattern. Even though I'm watching all the anime and new anime like next to each other in 2025 and 2024, I have to say, like, older anime were better. Like, straight up, even though I'm watching them right next to each other, they were better. Like, and I'm not even saying like story-wise, but actually animations were better too for some reason. Like, I can't really point my finger on it, but actually nowadays, despite we have like better like possibilities, like, even though we've had a lot of different possibilities and stuff, like digitalization, right? So you can do a lot of visual effects, but even though we have tools for that, and we can do a lot of different, like, you know, visual effects and stuff, new anime is not even close to what old anime was capable to do without them. Straight up. I'm not even going to touch the topic of 3D anime, like Baki or Kengan Ashura. Like, okay, it's cool. They've actually made things better with Kengan Ashura, because in Baki it wasn't really flying high, but it's still not really good. Didn't they go back to 2D? No. They are doing a mix-up of those, and in Kengan Ashura, a lot of the situations are still like 3D generated, like when it comes to the action scenes. I mean Bucky, no, Bucky still does it, but they are now using similar methods that the Kengan Ashura is using, because they've made a break from Bucky, they've went for Kengan Ashura, and after that, while doing Kengan Ashura, they've learned stuff. I can't see any 3D in last season. Yeah. That's the thing. They've made things kinda still looking seamless, but if you look closer, you will notice 3D. I have some previous in between season had it and it looked really bad. Yeah. First season, second season, meh. After second season, if I remember correctly, they took the break, made the Kengan Ashura first season. People really like the changes they've done in Kengan Ashura. They started polishing what they've done, and they've released new Baki seasons. And now, since they finished Baki seasons, they are going for Kengan Ashura again, because they need to finish it. But yeah, the 3D is getting better slightly, but not really perfect. Can look good if they do it Ruby style, yeah. But again, it's like... But most of them don't do that way, yeah. See, the problem is that... Actually, didn't Ruby was made with the... wasn't Ruby actually made with Viroid models or something similar? I think? Something like that. So yeah, I have to say I like this one. Oh, is this actually from the Paprika? The clip you sent me, Zega? That looks so good. Yeah, that's a really good, looks very similar, yeah. Hi Mari, got Evi here, how are you playing this game? I think this is the first incident, so hope you find a coffee corner here, how are you? It looks really darn good. It looks really darn good. So yeah, actually, if you compare now this design to the previous one, you are going to notice a huge difference between the two characters, and I really like this version. This is why I'm redoing my my characters every now and then. They made some very interesting dynamic effects, yeah. They've done a really good job on this, actually. They've done a really good job. But yeah, I have to admit, like, I didn't really watch new Baki. I've seen some clips, because here's the thing, I didn't watch Baki because I've seen the entire manga. Like the Pickle arc, Musashi arc, Baki versus, you know, father and son quarrel arc. You know, like, I've read everything. I didn't touch the spin-offs because I don't really like them. I've tried to get into that, but meh. Also, the sumo arc was really interesting for Baki. I don't know how far we are in there. Let's go, the pogging cat. God damn, that's so... Those effects are... They seem really easy to make, by the way. Like, they seem like they could be very easy to make. But some of them are still so goddamn difficult to do. Like, those smaller chunks of it. If you look into the details, Paprika really did a good job. Hermit Emerald, let's go. Okay, and I'm giving him big feasts, kinda. But yeah, I've noticed that there are days where I feel like it's not my day, but I'm starting to draw and it's actually my day. Like, it's bizarre because I actually thought that it's again not my day today because of like how things are going. I have to admit it's going good. It's going way better than I've expected, you know, the drawing and stuff. So I'm really happy. Is he going to have the same weapons? Yes. Fencing, rapier, and flintlock. He actually looks like one of those kids looking like. Do you more preferably a medieval setting or post-apocalypse? Medieval. High fantasy is my favorite. I really love high fantasy. Although I do have some noir post-apocalyptic visions. I have a book that series of books that I want to write. I've actually started writing it again because I've been doing it kinda. Now I have a bit better idea for it. And I have this kind of idea for a noir setting where detective is like a spiritual detective, but at first he's like getting brought into like setting where considered crossbow pistol or going deliberately for the pirate look. Kinda pirate look, yeah. Kinda pirate look. By the way, we are streaming only for 1 hour at this point, and I wasn't expecting actually to stream. I was thinking that I'm streaming longer. I'm really zooming through this then. I thought that it went really far, went, you know, slower, but we're almost finishing it. Also, this is how Huion is marking his feet. Basically, like how he is doing stuff to mark like how his feet should look like. For those who are interested, because those who noticed, they know. Those who were on the streams when I've talked about it also know. But for the newcomers, I'm actually stylizing my art style on Huion. It is something similar in 3D. Yeah, actually, I think Huion also knows how to do 3D, and out of things, and some things actually have been. Okay, medieval setting. Now do you dig more of dark medieval fantasy or whimsical medieval fantasy? Dark medieval fantasy for sure. Although again, like high fantasy, also cool, but I really like the dark fantasy more than the dark medieval fantasy than high fantasy. That's yeah, dark fantasy. But this universe is going to be high fantasy. Like the one I'm doing from my artistic universe. My artistic universe is going to be high fantasy. So all the characters we have here are high fantasy. Actually, I can show you already a couple characters. Here's Arya. She's a singer bard. You're one of them, like a more light-hearted medieval fantasy. Nah. Here's a Azra. Actually, the universe where my Vtuber model is from, because it's actually my original character for a manga that I'm making. The universe is dark fantasy. Dark one is dark fantasy, like a seinen dark fantasy generally. So basically, you know, expectations. I like your rendering style. I'm really happy to hear that. And yeah, there are some characters where you can see differences. Like for example, Greg here. Like you can see how this one was rendered and this one. wait, wrong. And this one. So you can see difference between the two, right? Like this one has a little bit more work done for rendering, while this one is kinda meh. It's actually because I have my weaker days and stronger days, unfortunately, and actually I'm coming back to my stronger days because, and I'm expecting to have more. Gives the Shaggy vibes, yeah. Actually, I wanted him to be more of a Shaggy vibe guy. Like the dude that would like usually be portrayed like daydreaming on his shift while standing on a wall, right? Like he's just standing on a wall and kinda like leaning on his halberd and just looking how the sun is setting and stuff, or just generally being very chill and stuff. Actually, the maid from the team and Greg, Elise and Greg, that's the maid. So Elise and Greg, I actually want to make a shipping for them. Do you plan on making a webcomic for them? Actually, yes, for this universe, for sure. At certain point, I'm thinking of making webcomics for them. Maybe even games, we'll see. Because like I want to have some kind of universe that I can work around during my streams, because this is so far, I've had nothing. Besides that, I have a webcomic already in progress. Every now and then we are making them instead of the OC designing. And actually, I've done the schedule. Like over here, I'm thinking about exchanging on Thursday and Friday OC design into manga making, but this is generally the next week's schedule. Everybody looking down on him until something bad happens, then he turns out to be one of those Red Skull level 99 city guards who one-shots everything. Exactly. You posted. I make sure. Yeah, but yeah, Rosega, it's kinda this. He's just bored because, like, he doesn't have anything to practice on, so, like, I want to make it kinda the idea that Greg is going to have, like, I want to make, like, an awkward romantic relationship between Elise and Greg. Like, literally, Greg is going to have like skills, position and stuff, even though he's going to lay low. And the higher ups are going to belittle him and look down on him and stuff because he's going to be like the laziest guard. He's going to be actually the most powerful out of them, and like the only weakness is going to be the awkwardness that he has, like the social awkwardness. And that's generally how I envision things between Elise and Greg generally, because Elise is like a waitress at the pub, and he's usually hanging out there. Like both like and want each other, but there's communication mismatch, which makes it awkward. Yeah. Do you have an IG? No, I don't. But I'm posting my stuff on Twitter when I'm done. I have some, I guess, low effort illustrations there, but which I also want to redo. So we will see. But actually, those low effort illustrations are really good for me because it's like a dream came true. Devi Antart. What? Bruh. No, I don't have any DeviantArt. I don't have any. But yeah, actually I have some really successful illustrations, even though I don't think high on about them. I actually think they're quite bad. Like the one pinned to my Twitter right now. You should draw some ants sometime then. I might actually. I might doing some ants. and camera, imagine. But the thing is that I'm really happy. We have a Discord. Yes, exactly. We have a Discord actually. We have a Discord server where you can actually post your artworks if you're drawing. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of the drawing because like it got a lot of like likes, etc. But I'm really happy with it because even though I'm not really happy how it turned out, I'm really happy with the fact that the people who I drew it for as a fan art liked it. So it's like I'm happy because something I've worked on got appreciated by the person I've done it for, generally, right? It's like I have the same pride and happiness when I'm making a commission and the person who commissioned me is, you know, happy with the drawing, right? It's kind of the same thing, but I can't show it. Because I have the kind of the rule that if I'm making a commission, it's like fully privatized thing. I'm not placing the commissions anywhere. It's like between me and client. It's like object permanence. I have a sneeze attack, goddammit. It sounds like a Pokemon move. Muto, you sneeze attack. Wait, actually, wasn't there like a Pokemon bear W's in Vegas? What? What happens? Just said W's in Vegas? What do you mean? What happens, bruh? What? How you... Wait, what? Like what happens in Vegas? Or like you wrote what happened W's in Vegas, but you wanted to say what happens? I'm confused. What the heck is going on? Raw, imagine. Yeah, my keyboard does the thing again, where it tries the first letter and skips a bunch. I see. Actually, I still have to buy that keyboard. I'm actually, in the next week, I'm actually going to get the paycheck still from the previous job, and I'm hoping to get the second one from the one that I'm in right now, because I've worked like last week of the previous month, so like at least 1 week. But we'll see. Like, even though if I wouldn't be paid for the first week, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, it would be good. But yeah, I'm just waiting because in the next week, on Saturday, I'm going to go with my mom on some shopping again. I'm going with my mom to buy stuff quite often. Actually, yeah, I have to figure out how I want to do stuff here, because like, for sure I want to keep the pose, but how I want to pose him and stuff. So like, in which hand I want to give the sword in, I need to find references for the sword, I need to find references for the flintlock, I have to draw feet, yada yada yada. So I guess at this point we can do a short talk and we can do a shorter stream today too. Really sorry that I'm not streaming for the full 2 hours actually. It's a shame because to be fair I really want to, but like I don't want to force myself to stuff. I guess from the next stream we are going to see where things are going to go. I really like talking with y'all. Like, I really like talking, by the way. So yeah. Then just talk? Yeah, I can. If you didn't want to draw. I mean, Devi, the amazing Divi. And so actually I've been playing that Crystal of Atlan recently. I have to say this game is Alchemist now. Let's go. Uh, but yeah, the Crystal of Atlan seems quite okay. It's one of those, it's one of those games where you have, you know, the thing. Oh, Borderlands 2 is not for free anymore. I wonder if the new thing is again. If that thing is up still. Cooking math when? What? I wonder if because Borderlands 4 is going to come out. The promo was until today, yeah. I wonder if I've got Borderlands 2 some time ago actually, but I'm really wondering if it takes to whatever the thing is. If it's actually going to keep this thing, because Borderlands 2 had this, in majority positive, right? But recently it has like very negative thing. Yeah. People are saying like a lot of people are writing about the game turning into spyware, so it was full positive until like 5 days ago. Yeah, but you know why it happened? People started throwing negative things because they've implemented new EULA, which literally turns their games into spyware. They want to know your phone number, full name, your gameplay time, like generally what you play on the Steam library, where you live, your GPS location, like generally just game turned into entire spyware, full-blown spyware. That's why people started hating on it, because the new ULA literally is about spying on you in its finest. So it's literally the worst one. Literally the worst thing that could happen. And I'm really hoping that it's going to teach them. In my opinion, people should have the opinion to use the software according to the old ULA with the pre-patch version. No, it's not going to happen. Also, again, it's a usage of the rule where, hey, you're not owning your game. No, you're just paying for the license. It's like subscription, but like permanent subscription or something like that. However you want to call it, just call it, but whatever. You don't own the game anymore. Like, this is the worst thing that could happen, actually. What does it mean that you are paying for something, especially this kind of money, and they are telling you right in the face that you don't own it? I just torrent it, then I own it on my hard drive. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, at this point, I think I would also start doing that for the huge games too. Like AAA games, because they don't deserve money for what they are doing. Like, I really think that this is what has to be done nowadays. If they'll notice that now that the people who are buying their games are not buying the games anymore and they prefer to just download it, I think it's actually what's supposed to happen. Because whatever happens, like the entire thing, like, oh, you don't own the games, it's already a huge shock. And now things where they are literally trying to, I don't think any game should cost over 30 to 40 bucks. Yes, exactly, that too. But like indie games, sure, I can just go get any indie game like freely. Like, If there's an indie game I like, I'm going to buy it. Not even in blind, generally. But AAAs, I think this is what has to be done. Like, I really think I just to play the games, I think I should start to just download them instead of doing anything. Because that's just pathetic what they are doing. I hate it. Ooh! There's a new DLC for the Raven's Watch. They've added Romeo and Juliet, that's cool. I'm now looking at my Steam page, by the way. So don't worry. But yeah, whatever happened with Borderlands is no... It was a hit that I'm not willing to... and generally the last nail to the coffin. I just don't care anymore. Let me see Wholesome Direct 2025. I really like those. Omelette you cook, that's nice. Nicely looking. Hey, those looks nice. Let me see what games I have in the wishlist. Wizards of Legends 2? I don't know why Wizards of Legends got so bad things. Way too repetitive in early stages, has potential but needs more okay. Maybe even also EU will rip off this their man parts if they keep doing shit like this. Maybe even Steam too. Actually, Gaben said it already. Like, if something like this is happening and you don't like that games is actually started doing that, just ask for a refund. And it won't really matter what, like, how much hours you've put into the game. We are going to refund the game fully, because this is not what's supposed to happen. Gaben had issue with in-game ads. True, that's true too. But Gaben was also talking about this entire thing happening, so that's another part. There's Ace Attorney thing. Oh no, and I don't have cash for it. Apollo's Justice, Ace Attorney trilogy is in there. I love Ace Attorney, come on. Too bad. I hope the price off is going to be after the thing. And they've also released the Investigations collection. How come I didn't know that? I've only had the original trilogy from 2019. I've actually... Is Summer Sale out yet? I think so. I think so. Capcom has one for sure. Isn't that next month? I know for sure that it's Capcom. Wait, when will the thing go? Is it written somewhere? When do they finish the thing? Yeah, because it's like Capcom outside event. God damn it. Because here's the thing, you have the trilogy of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, after that you play Investigations, and after that you play Apollo. And here's why. In Ace Attorney, after the third game, you actually... Phoenix Wright disappears. Like, he leaves a note for Edgeworth, he disappears. I wanted to play for a long time. What is it? What is the game? It's even installed. Hey, that's nice. What's the game called? Never have enough time, I see. So basically he disappears then. Nobody wants to die. Oh, I've heard about it. Yeah, it is really good. I don't remember if I have it. I don't have it for sure. But I'm wondering if it's on my wish list. It's like a detective game. Yeah. I really love games like this. Like Dark Detective, I've played both of them and 100%ed all achievements. I really love Ace Attorney series. Like, I really like detective game. I really want Nobody Wants to Die too. It has the feels of Bioshock Infinite. So basically in Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, at the end Phoenix is disappearing. Right? Like, no word, only note to Edgeworth. He clears off, he's not there anymore. The, his advocate company is closed. He declared that it's closed. He's not going to do much anything else. And then we have Edgeworth's Ace Attorney investigation series. Over there you see what happens with Edgeworth and how he competes with other people's because he actually turned from a prosecutor into the attorney. So he became an attorney generally. And later on you have Apollo Justice. And here's what happens. Phoenix Wright comes back. He helps everyone. He's a bum, generally. He turns out to be like a pianist and like poker, cheater, whatever, in bars, etc. He's just generally like homeless, portrayed as a homeless. But there is a thing. He actually explains that he traveled abroad. He was doing some stuff there, but he was diagnosed with an illness. He comes back to Japan. He picks up this life of a bum, and he's found by Apollo. Because he's like because Phoenix gets involved with like a crime or something. But while the entire thing goes, Phoenix loses consciousness and he lands in the hospital. What happens is that after all those years, Edgeworth drops everything and arrives at the hospital. And they exchange some words and Phoenix dies and like Edgeworth asks like why, what happened, etc. And Phoenix actually explains that he knew that he's sick. He wanted to fulfill his dream, which he did. And so after that he had no point to do anything else. This is like the best plot ever, and it all happens, and you can it's like a one whole puzzle out of the story. That's why I love Phoenix Wright, because throughout the game you have hints of stuff. Like Phoenix is actually portrayed like, spontaneously he loses consciousness, for example, or something else happens, or he's shown like as if his health is deteriorating, but he shakes it off and just continues being himself, right? He disappears, and in Apollo everything gets closed up. Everything. And that's absolutely the best option on this one. Also the sheer fact that people are coming back. That's absolutely beautiful. I really love Phoenix Wright. Not only that, I really love the way how the artwork is done there. I really like the way how the characters are drawn and stuff. As a matter of fact, I wanted to make a game like this. More advanced, like investigations or Apollo's Justice generally, but yeah. And to be fair, Edgeworth later on actually has the pin that Phoenix had. Well, what well? Wait, also let me check. Nobody wants to die. Yeah, there is. keeping back making such game. Yeah. Yeah. Add to the wish list. Yeah, nobody wants to die. I really like it. I really want to play this game so much. Actually, it's very easy. I could even do something similar in RPG Maker, by the way. Like, that's how easy the game is. Also, that is like between Bioshock Infinite and Observer. I really like Bioshock, I really like Observer, so I'm for sure going to like it. Also, I'm thinking about finding some stuff in for RPG Maker MZ, because I want to make a game in there. But the thing is that that to make the game like properly, I need tile sets, and I'm very lazy for the tile sets. By the way, official RPG Maker DLC for the card game combat deck builder engine. You need to pay like 208 PLN, which is like about 50 bucks, which is crazy if you think about it. But yeah, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Even though like making this combat game system, you can find plugins for free on the internet, like straight up. Also, the entire system is way too easy. And probably you could do something similar in like a couple minutes even without any plugins or anything like that, because I was already doing games like this without any plugins. Ecosystem is a ripoff. Yeah, it is, but people are buying stuff. Like, people are actually buying assets for RPG Maker. Sounds, tile sets, character sets, everything. That's why actually I had in mind to taking advantage of people not knowing how to draw code. Yeah, but actually, you know, also other people are using those things. Like, a lot of things are being thrown into... a lot of things from RPG Maker are being thrown into other engines too. Mudfather or Eve or other game like this, it was made in Wolf Engine. Wolf Engine is also a thing. It's more, I think it's more advanced for JRPG than RPG Maker, because it allows you for more. Wolf Engine. Nah, I don't think I'll find it. I need to look it up on the internet. But yeah, like, I have to say, that's why I was thinking about making a store for parts in RPG Maker. Because in the end, I'm still going to end up drawing those things, and I can just sell them after releasing the game. So... Engine... wait... JRPG... RPG Wolf Engine, there you go. Wolf Engine editor. At this point, it's actually a freeware, which is crazy. RTP for... I see RTP, some of those. It's quite funny that they are throwing in asset right to download there. Yeah. Funny. Because we have like a website dedicated for RPG Maker. So they're like, you know, throwing in stuff RPG Maker related. Just an editor for RPG Maker. Wolf and isn't Wolf? I don't know. Like Wolf. I know that Wolf Engine was something else. Like it is its own engine for making games. And it's a freeware. It's a free to use editor. It's kind of like RPG Maker. It's like a clone of RPG Maker generally. But games like Mad Father, Ib, or other like popular horror games, even Ao Oni, like a lot of people say that those are RPG Maker games, but they are not. They are Wolf Engine games. There's a difference. Actually, it allows you to also make things like QuickTime events and other stuff, but it requires from you some more coding. So it's like RPG Maker, but you need to also know how to code. I think it requires Ruby, which is bad. It's like RPG Maker XP. Also, I have RPG Maker XP, but I've bought it for like 5 PLN when it was on a sale. It's really funny because a lot of people would say a lot of people would say that RPG Maker XP is pretty bad, but actually it allows you to do more advanced stuff than other ones. I can't find anything Wolf, just an editor for RPG Maker. Bruh. Maybe it is a thing, but yeah. But too bad RPG Maker XP seems so dated at this point. It still allows you to do a lot of stuff, but yeah. As a matter of fact, I've seen someone making a 3D game. They've made literally like a possible, like the thing that you're painting everything like as if you would paint the maps, but you are not placing things like roofs and stuff. Why not just use Unity? Just because there are people that just wanted to do this. Of course, the project was quickly dropped, like the entire thing was quickly dropped. We actually had like a full forums made just for RPG Maker, but now it's not, you know, the thing anymore. It's like somebody made poker game in Ren'Py. Yeah, I've seen those. By the way, Ren'Py. Where can I get Ren'Py? But because for sure not on Steam. I was wondering about doing this visual novel thing. This works bad because engine is not designed for general purpose, yeah. But I've seen people doing like very advanced stuff in Ren'Py, by the way. Like in the end, Bad End Theater, very popular game, and it got thrown up with Ren'Py. Ren'Py is either open source from GitHub or pull in its Python package. There is a website, renpy.org. But yeah, it's like Python thing. Maybe combined with Pygame. It's Python. But question, like, to make it, do you need to know Ren'Py? Like, to make games in there, do you actually need to know stuff? Yes, goddammit. Well, hell nah. I ain't going into Python, or not much. Ooh, Stellar Blade came out, or is going to come out on 12th. Can copy what some tutorial does and put on a different skin, I see. I see. I'm thinking about getting Stellar Blade. We will see. For now, too much cash. Wizards of Legends 2, like a lot of people, I've noticed that a lot of people say that it's just a very repetitive game, but Wizards of Legends 1 was the same game. The Nike booty, kinda. Tinkerlands I want, really. I really want Tinkerlands. To be fair, I wanted to... I really wanted I wanted to make a game myself that would work more or less how Tinkerland works. The thing is that actually I've started making my project faster than what when Tinkerland was actually even announced for the first time. But in the end it was actually... it came out faster because I was way too lazy with doing stuff. Muto woke up hearing Bat. Let's go. Bats what? Outrider Mako, that's a game I want to, but I have to wait for it. Oh, it's going to... in 2 days it's going to be unlocked. That's nice. I might actually save up for this one. Because Outrider Mako imagines Spirited Away, but also the Kiki delivery. I heard bats, bruh. Yeah, it's like Spirited Away with Kiki's delivery. I really want to play this game. That's nice that it's going to be actually made soon. Also Wonder Stars. It has a style of a freaking Dragon Ball Z, which is crazy. But who releases it? Paper Pastel Games, yeah, so it's just a person who learned how to make Dragon Ball style. It's very similar to the previous, to the normal Dragon Ball style, very Dragon Ball Z like. Also the same like effects, so it looks like an old Dragon Ball Z movie. Oh, Project Multi finally got a new name? The anime? Yeah. Yeah, it got a new anime. Now it's called Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. I'm really waiting for that Dragon Ball MOBA. I can't wait for it. Got the DBZ game, which looks like Viroid. You can literally make Bulma in Viroid. Yeah, I know. Actually. But I can't wait for this Dragon Ball MOBA. I'm going to play the heck out of it. I have a lot of games that look the same. Was the same. Bleach game, the one that I'm playing right now, I have to say the models are a bit better quality. Like I thought the same when I've noticed stuff, but the quality is slightly better than Viroid. Still very similar, but slightly better. Wish a streamer played the whole thing. I see. I still can't draw bodies. Ooh. You can make Viroid models better in Blender. Yeah, that's actually what I'm planning on doing with Devis, the second version of the model, but I need to like get myself into that. And for that I need to like figure out what I want to do with stuff. And like finally start taking care of my projects, because the faster I'm going to start taking care of them, the faster I'm going to be able to finish stuff and do things. Like the models I'm making, I rig them in to BVRM, at the end ICIC. Because like what I want to do at certain point is the 3D game, or at least game with 3D models, like more or less something even let's say the same thing that the succeeded to do that with the last model. That's nice, that's nice. Also VRMs can be actually thrown into a CSP. Was fun, but works as VRM, I see. Wait, where can I get the... there's Devis Moriarty VRM. I'm throwing it into the thing, I'm clicking OK, and there you go. We have fully posable Devis model. And the best thing is that hers can also be moved around, and you can see which ones are pinned together. So generally I can pose Devis. Pants, yes. Devis has pants. So I can just generally, you know, pick up Devis and pose him whatever I want. The problem is with legs. Look at that. See? That part. I need this part to work differently because I can't like allow the freaking cloth wrap up and glitch out like this when I would want to make my game or whatever. I know that I can do that in Blender, and the problem is that I need to like get myself to do those things. And VRM can be imported easily to Clip Studio Paint. You just, you know, pull and drop. It's just some white paint fixes, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. But alrighty, folks. Alrighty. So, thanks Zaga, thanks Muto, thanks Primitive Brewery. Thanks B-Beams for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Azure, Lulu, Kimo, Aspen, Pavola, The Disappointed Cowboy, Jack, Green Soup, Mikami, Wise Girl, UBTL, XC, Meow Mew, Mari for being active in chat on YouTube. Maybe a bit of retopology, which will back with texture and UV. Yeah, the run of season. Yeah. Alrighty. As always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take